Hello everyone, and welcome to the chain training exercise. In this exercise, we will go through the various chaining options in the chaining dialog box to show you how to chain a part using different examples. With that being said, come up to the top and select Home and select Chain here. If need be, expand the dialog box here. Your dialog box should look like mine. As you can see, wireframe is selected and solid is shaded out. The reason why solid is shaded out is because we currently have no solids on our screen. Below this is the C-plane and 3D. The construction plane here operates in the XY, and the 3D operates in the X, Y, and Z. The first option that we could choose is chain. If we select this entity here, you'll notice we only need to select once, as the chain wraps all the way around and tries to get back to the starting position here. Come over to the left-hand side and select Unselect to pick a new chaining method. We can also select Window. In Window, we can create a window around the part, and everything inside the window will now be chained. We can also chain to a point if need be. We can select Single to chain a single entity, like so. And we can select Polygon. Polygon is a lot like Window, except you can customize it and make it a unique shape as opposed to just a window, and hit Enter on your keyboard when done to chain everything inside the polygon. We can also select Vector, and anything that intersects with the vector will be chained. We can also select Partial. With Partial, we can select this entity and only go to this entity if we want. This will now be the machining region. It will not come over to the left-hand side here. If we wanted to move our arrows in the opposite direction, we can just hit Reverse here. This button here, Last, will highlight everything that we did in the previous operation to do it again. So if we created an operation and we had our chain something that looked like this, and we hit the last button on the new application, it would use this chain as well. We can also select End Chain. If we create a chaining method like this, we can select End Chain and pick it back up at the bottom of the groove if need be, and go to the top of the part. Now you can see we have two chains here, and it stops in between here and here. Also, we have Start and End that are now highlighted. With Start, we can move this arrow forwards or backwards, and same with End, we can move it backwards or forwards. Dynamic sits in between this. We can select Dynamic and actually move these arrows to the appropriate location. Once this is done, select OK, and select Close. Come down to the bottom and select Levels, and select Chain Branch. Come up to the top and select Chain again. Now we have a branch point here. So if we go to Partial, and we select this line to this line here, Mastercam will recognize that we have a branch point reached. So it's basically asking us, do we want to go down into the groove, or do we want to go above the groove and maintain that path? So if we go down into the groove, we can chain it something like this to get the end result, or conversely, we can select this line and we can go above the groove so we don't dip into it. Select OK when done.